I'm Will Charlton.
I'm Noah Cowell.
And we are about to embark on the 12-day RST 180 tour, and we're starting here in Cleveland, Ohio with the Cleveland Guardians at Progressive Field.
Let's get fun.
Let's get it going. Day one of the trip was an absolute success. Started in Cleveland with the Guardians tour, and then made our way to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Checked out Progressive Field, a really cool tour of a ballpark, which had one of the nicer press boxes I've seen lately. But you know,
nice chairs too,
right? Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame really cool too. So it's been a really fun day.
Yeah, no. Some of the main things. It's actually crazy going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How much music is actually out there. I feel like I'm very well versed in classic rock and pop, but there were a lot of artists out there listening to some of their music and some of their stories. It was fascinating and really stories I hadn't heard of before, and you know, got some cool immerse there too.
I took a picture with Tom Petty. Who did you take a picture with?
I took a picture with Elton John and Billy Joel. Those are two of my favorite artists there. So
fair enough. Then we made our way to Jamestown, New York, to check out the National Comedy Center, which was a really funny experience. It lived up to its name pretty well, I'd say. That Blue Room, pretty interesting scene down there, and then
really mainly the first thing that you walk in there.
Yeah, some nice words. Some might say, not really, but
no.
And now we are standing right here in front of one of the most beautiful landmarks in America, Niagara Falls, which was
you can see Canada over there,
literally right across the way. But it's been a fun day. We're back here at Niagara Falls to start tomorrow. See you then.
Yes, sir.
We got ponchos.
Office fans, you remember this? Jim and Pam wearing these?
Yes.
Chris Brown singing in the background. It's like I've waited my whole life. Yeah.
Oh,
a great moment.
Horn.
We get to be on the boat with a guy who got to meet John Krasinski and Jenna Fischer while they were filming that scene, which is awesome.
Poncho is on.
Yes. We look great, don't we, Will?
Fantastic. Spot right in front, so we're going to have a great view the whole time. Oh, it's getting loud. I am indeed taking a video.
I don't think the heavy stuff's coming down for a while.
Okay, it's time for a status update. Freaking soaked. This is crazy. You can see the camera, it's literally getting like blurry.
This is full on metal. This is metal.
Air is soaked, but it's worth it. All right, so now it is time for the Cave of the Winds, and kept the same blue poncho, but you'll see that others are wearing the yellow poncho. Trying to be environmentally friendly, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's time to get a little more wet. So we will see what happens. And the day ended with a trip to the Martin House in Buffalo, New York, on to day 3. Lake Placid, New York, where the Miracle on Ice happened. This is the start of technically the 3rd full day, but the 4th day of the trip. The Lake Placid journey started going up Whiteface Mountain. This is the nearly mile-high dime.
Nearly mile-high catch. Thrill this time.
That's that flag quarterback arm right there.
Lake Placid shaped like a stepladder, and you can see the islands in the middle that are forming the rungs.
All the way up. Highest point of Whiteface Peak here. From there, it was time to go check out the Olympic Training Center. Got to do a little test run on a bobsled, and then also got to see where a lot of the bobsled competitions happen. Solid 3rd place kind of guy.
Always. Get that bronze, baby.
Gotta love the bronze. Also got to ride up on a gondola and check out one of the highest points of a ski jump at Lake Placid. Locker room 5 or Brooks delivered the speech.
We're small college kids. You don't need a big locker. You ready?
The Miracle on Ice. It is my favorite player in the NBA, Giannis Antetokounmpo. National Basketball Hall of Fame. Day 4 of Sporting Things took us to the National Basketball Hall of Fame here in Springfield, Massachusetts, and what a cool place this is. Entire, basically Epcot ball looking thing with a court here in the middle and all sorts of just basketball legacy all in this building. Such a cool place. Lots of exhibits on Kobe, Jordan, all sorts of Hall of Famers. What a cool place. As a basketball fan myself, kind of a dream come true to be able to make it to this establishment. What an awesome place. Learning so much about history of basketball. Developed in 1891 by Dr. James Naismith. Such a cool sport, my favorite sport. Awesome place. Look forward to tomorrow. Happy Memorial Day weekend. We are here in Cooperstown, going to the East-West game, I guess you would call it. There's a home run derby, then a baseball game, and then later on there is a kind of like nicer picture event where we're going to eat dinner at and have a packed night of more nicer establishments, I guess you could say. So Baseball Hall of Fame is tomorrow. Should be a fun little weekend here in the baseball capital of the world.
The baseball game was great. It was fun. Watching
cool.
all these old stars hit that we had never seen live before.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Prince Fielder play live, I'll tell you that much. I think I saw him one time play live for the Brewers.
Seeing
and I
him,
was really
Ryan
young.
Howard, some of those guys.
Ryan Howard was cool to see. Curtis Granderson hit a home run.
His personality was great. I mean, he was having a lot of fun with the fans in the outfield stands.
Yeah, that was cool. And then seeing BJ and Justin Upton play,
Yeah,
pretty neat.
Dexter Fowler.
Saw former White Sox pitcher Jose Contreras, member of the 2005 World Series team.
And former White Sox pitcher Edwin Jackson.
That's true. Can't forget about the guy who played for basically every MLB team. Yeah, no, that was pretty cool. We didn't stay for the whole time, but got to check out Cooperstown a little bit. Now we're going to go eat and meet some of the players.
Absolutely.
What was it like winning the World Series in 05?
It's the best feeling, man. I played for 27 years. This is the best feeling for me, my best year of my career.
It was very cool to be able to meet Jose Contreras, one of the World Series winners in 05 for the White Sox. I also got the chance to meet Dexter Fowler, Curtis Granderson, CC Sabathia, Edwin Jackson, Harold Baines, Ryan Sandberg, and Prince Fielder, among others.
Baseball Hall of Fame, and we're starting off by watching a little documentary, a little movie action.
Yes. I'm so excited.
How's it going?
Nice guy. Make some noise.
Grandstand.
Thank you.
Grandstand Theater.
That's the way to say it.
Theater.
Make some noise.
Pretty cool movie. Now it's time to check out what is the beautiful building that is the Baseball Hall of Fame. Some more sock stuff here. Love to see it. Socks and shorts. That kind of felt good sliding. Jim Thorpe, MJ, and of course Bo. Some famous people who also played baseball. Crazy to think that Wrigley Field has been open since 1914. 1917 World Series jersey worn by the White Sox. There we go. Yep, there's the 05 ring. We got to fist bump Jose Contreras, who was wearing that yesterday, so that's pretty cool. Jermaine Dye's 2005 World Series jersey. You can put it on the board. Yes. Marcy.
And the last thing we did in Cooperstown was go on a boat tour of Lake Otsego.
Picture yourself in a crowd of 450,000 people. Yikes.
Our visit to the original Woodstock site began with a tour of the Woodstock Museum.
We're gonna start on festival here. We're moving through. And my wife, Jackie, was iconic. Not only was she beautiful, but she was gorgeous.
On a scale of 1
And then after, we got in a golf cart to check out the site and the surrounding areas.
Hold it up. It's a pretty dead tree. We actually took cuttings from this and propagated it. I'll show you a planting that we have over there that we're growing in a replacement tree.
So it makes a lot of sense why it's called a message tree. What would you say?
This is the
It's because that's where people would put all their messages.
Princeton University in Princeton, New Jersey. I feel like I'm not smart enough to be on this campus right now. This feels so awkward.
It seems
They're
we
literally-
have unintentionally
They're literally
rated
doing
a
the
graduation.
graduation right now. This is Memorial Day.
A fun fact about Princeton is the team played in the first ever college football game against Rutgers in 1869. Wasn't played here though.
They had been here since the late 60s.
Day 8 started once again in Princeton, New Jersey, where we got to check out the Battle of the Princeton site and also the Institute for Advanced Study, where a lot of the Oppenheimer movie was filmed. A famous scene at the end of the movie included this pond in it.
One of the stops I've been personally more excited for than others, NFL Films. This should be cool. All right, it is time to begin the tour of this really cool facility. Starting with the archive room, I believe. So it's already been a really neat place to check it out. And this hour tour should be pretty darn cool.
All right. So we stored the film on 16 millimeter, right? We shot 16 millimeter film until 2014 when digital video took over. All right.
They keep this archive room about 50 degrees to make sure this old footage keeps preserved.
That was given to me by Mr. Kent Brown. Oh, you know Kent?
Steve Sable Football Library.
If you want stuff from the 80s or 90s that haven't been transferred yet, you just put an
Old archives of games.
The network game for 2012 that we recorded. So that there would be a tape that.
NFL Film Studio. Woo! This is sick.
Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, the start of yet another day on this trip. Should be pretty interesting to learn a lot about history today.
Before going to tour some of the battle sites at Gettysburg, we went to the museum.
Illinois Cavalry. How about that?
And that was the origins of what today is a 6,000-acre national park. So a lot of the land we're going to see today, particularly the land where they fought heavily over, is in government hands. We don't own everything.
There. Way down by that water tower, way down there.
30,000 Confederates.
30,000 Confederates as well. Canton, Ohio, the last full day of the trip, brings us to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Our tour of the Football Hall of Fame started with a little career seminar and a little behind-the-scenes look at some old archives.
Copyright on this is 1891.
He looks
Once
great.
a bear, always
yellow.
a bear. No.
Looked great. The Wheaton Iceman. The Galloping Ghost. Arguably the greatest college football player of all time.
He's in the top 10, top 5, definitely.
Absolutely.
If it weren't for
Absolutely.
him, who knows how quickly the NFL would have grown.
NFL records.
But I like that one more.
Hall of Fame gallery. Every Super Bowl ring ever. All 57 of them. I mean, yeah, it's the most modern one. It's crazy. Even the last 3, even going back to the Chiefs in 2019 too. The official second to last place we'll be touring in a different location on this trip is the Ohio State Reformatory,
AKA Shawshank Prison, where they filmed the movie.
Pretty cool.
Unreal.
This is going to have some pretty cool historical significance to it.
I gotta say, this place gave me the heebie-jeebies. That's a good way to say it. That was a wild, still uneasy feeling, but kind of felt cool walking through it.
It was incredible, man.
Yeah.
I actually, if anything was more surreal, I waited back and read everything I could. Next thing I know, I was 10 minutes behind everybody.
Yeah.
So learned a lot about the movie, and then I walked through all of the cells, like almost pitch dark by myself. I was like, should this be a part of the tour?
Right.
But oh my God, like I really felt like I was actually like a part of it, you know? It's incredible. I'm so glad we came here.
NCAA Hall of Champions.
The last day of the trip began with a panel of full-time workers at the NCAA headquarters.
Every collegiate champion across all divisions, besides pretty much every spring sport so far. Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home of the recently eliminated Indiana Pacers. Just happened to realize that this is where Illinois faltered to Loyola Chicago.
I remember going down those stairs, literally coming to the game, so excited because Illinois had the chance to go to the Sweet 16. Well, the rest is history. It's fine. They have an Elite Eight now.
They do have an Elite Eight now, and we were there. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway. All roads lead to the end at some point. And we are literally on the road that leads to the end here in Indy.
Vroom, vroom.
The Indianapolis Motor Speedway in 1927.
There's 4 holes of a golf course right in the middle there. That's crazy.
As he had competed here as a racing driver.
Well, you know, there's a tradition here at the Indianapolis 500, and these bricks right here, you're supposed to kiss them. So, there we go. And with that, my friends, we've officially crossed the finish line. That is all for this 12-day trip. It's officially over.
It's crazy. It went by just like that, and at the same time, it felt like a long time.
Forever.
It was, but man, so many great experiences. And with that, we bid you adieu.